What do you think of when you hear the word evil? Emperor Palpatine? Hitler? Electronic Arts? Perhaps. But nothing compared to true evil. True evil is when the milkshake machine at McDonald's is always broken. It's driving all the way to your first class, only to find a note saying that class is cancelled. And you're just sitting there like, she could have at least sent an email earlier than 5 minutes ago. It's common courtesy. I mean, I've got other classes today, so I'll stick around, but it would have been nice to sleep for a few extra goddamn minutes. True Evil is also Evilquest, though not the sequel to Hero Quest that I was hoping. It does live up to its name, however. What can be more evil than flames? 1280 by 720 resolution? Such chaos. Evil. There's none more debauched than Galvus and his band of miscreants Tarkin and Mortis. As the descendant of an ancient demon lord, Galvus wants nothing more than to overthrow the King of Camels. His army is ready to strike, but his chief lieutenant, Skeletor, betrays Galvus. So with his unwavering charisma, he takes half the army away with him to do other evil things. Forget that Galvus guy. After all, he did murder my wife and children. Definitely not buying him a mug for the Christmas party. So the tide turns in the favor of Camellia. Mortis is killed. I guess he wasn't an important guy. And Galvus is captured. Turns out the Dark Knight was Lex Luthor all along, and rather than execute him, the king has the villain imprisoned for the rest of his life. You know, instead of ending his reign of terror once and for all. That's leadership. Then this guy's train wreck face shows up and... You know, can we maybe... Yeah, alright, that'll do. Anyway, this tan-colored idiot lets Galvus out because of good narrative. The old man is apparently multi-classing sorcerer, and teaches you your first spell. But the game wouldn't be evil enough without some more betrayal. You'll get used to it. Then Galvus shanks his way through the Bronx, till he finds his old axe and suit of armor. His goal is now pure, hate-fueled vengeance. Look at those feet just pulsating with anticipation. He also gets this nifty charge orb, which allows him to hurl elemental attacks. They can also be used to flip switches that are otherwise unreachable. It's a mechanic that definitely shows some promise for future puzzles. Sure hope that it isn't used just once in this area and then completely forgotten about later. Galvus fights the mighty Boosh, and escapes, but this route to the king is blocked. So now the Dark Knight must venture into the open world, where anyone and everyone is surely ready to pounce on such a notorious bloodthirsty fugitive. Just kidding. Everyone in town is just pleased as pickles to have me wandering around freely. They even give me some handy advice on powerful hidden artifacts. That's sweet of them. The guards tell me as long as I don't kill anyone, they won't... Oh, I guess they don't mean him. That's the beauty of being evil, really. You can just kill anyone. You don't have to worry about any soldiers coming to get you because they're all too lazy. That's really the meat of your quest in Evilquest's quest. Murdering people for no real reason, running around to get new items so you can go to other places and murder more people for less reasons. That's what evil's all about. Buying herbs. Now I need a better weapon to get into the snowfields. This dark axe forged from the very depths of hell isn't going to cut it. I didn't know the snow had been buffed so hard. I'm going to have to reevaluate my type chart. There are all sorts of locales to explore. Snowfields, lava fields, sand fields, grasslands. Not as much grass here as you'd expect. You see, Galvus is trying to find artifacts and spells that will grant him access to the 4 seals, which, once broken, are said to reveal a gateway to the astral plane. This is where Galvus intends to kill God. That's pretty metal. An idea that's been done hundreds of times before, but honestly, I'm still not tired of it. And if there's anything that keeps me committing mass dragon genocide, it's the thought of smiting an almighty god. Which I can only hope turns out to be this guy. Another reason this game might tickle your dark side are the unique boss fights. Each Guardian has a variety of powers that makes each encounter a moment of brief elation. Finally, you feel something coursing through your veins. I believe they call it fun. But enough of that. The boss is dead, back to wandering the countryside and avoiding confrontation. Whee! I liked this pyramid temple, probably because it was the first real dungeon I explored on my own. Everything was new. Chalky mummies launching toilet paper and venomous adders creepy crawling their way into your sneakers. Damn these sarcophosauruses and their eye lasers. You can fight anything, or nothing. It's your choice. The variety of enemies you'll fight is astounding. Mostly there are spiders, all kinds. They do the same thing, but they're different colors. Soon you'll realize that the god of this world was probably playing his 3DS or something when he made Camellia. The ecosystem is at best monotonous. Backdrops are different, but the creatures here are remarkably unremarkable. Evil never changes. It just gets a new tile set. Bats, make them go and not come back. Unfortunately, I couldn't take the heat of the fire temp, so that's where my bloodlust ended. But I already feel like I've witnessed everything the game has to offer. But hey, if you enjoy some simplistic hack-and-slash action coupled with rudimentary RPG elements, maybe you too should induct yourself into the shadows. Maybe you just like playing the bad guy once in a while. That's okay. Everybody does. Just don't do it in real life. Law enforcement usually cares in real life. Mostly. You can don the dark armor for a measly sum. It costs a Satan's blood penny, which is $2 American on Steam. It's cheaper than doing actual evil things, I suppose. Now leave me to perform my dance of the devils.